Welcome back to my channel, guys. So it's been a while since I've uploaded and I haven't been consistent. I keep saying I'm gonna be, but I just feel like I'm always just doing the absolute most. Enough for me, but absolute most for a lot of people. Right now, I feel like I haven't really talked about myself or what I do as much, so I figured with this vlog, I'm gonna kind of just say what I do. That way I can kind of like do what I do and record it and not feel weird about it, because I feel like I'm still trying to get comfortable in front of the camera. Not that I'm not comfortable by any means, especially with like social media and everything, but it's just like being consistent and remembering to pick up the camera kind of on a daily basis, since I do want to have a vlogging channel. But anyway, right now I am living in Ohio, which I'm pretty sure some things that I'm gonna say I may have said in a previous vlog, but we'll go over it again. And my friend from LA actually just left, like I think yesterday morning maybe. He was here for almost 2 weeks. So I've also been busy just kind of like entertaining, and then I feel like I got a little sick. So I've kind of been like out of it in that way too. And it's definitely like sinuses. Like I don't have a cough. I don't I think I've sneezed maybe like 5 times in the last like 3 days, but definitely like nasally, definitely can't breathe like half the time. I did go to a park yesterday because I mean I do have allergies, so I figured if I was outside, like let me just get the worst of it out of the way. That way I can just kind of like get better. And I really don't take medicine. I've been taking Benadryl at nighttime. I didn't take it last night, but I took it the 2 previous nights. But anyway, so what I do is I own 2 retail stores. Thankfully they're side by side, so it's not too hard. Excuse me. One of them is a plant store and the other one is like a metaphysical boutique of sorts. So at the metaphysical boutique, we have smudge sticks, we have crystals, rocks, stones, some small home goods, we have tons of skincare, and then we also have like candles. And luckily they're side by side, so it's easier for me to manage, but at times it can be very stressful just because like I just haven't had the best luck. Well, first off, I'll admit it, I'm not a really good manager, especially for myself. Like I'm not good at like managing staffs or like scheduling, like any of that. I'll do it when I have to do it, but I'm not good at like getting it done ahead of time. And I feel like my employees like high key just like kind of walk all over me in a sense, where they don't really show up for their shifts on time. They don't really like listen to like the handbook in terms of like not being on your cell phone, or just kind of like doing things around the store that need to be done. Because they're small stores, it's super low key, super laid back, and it's just like super stressful. So I'm in the process of hiring some employees for both stores, looking for around like 2 to 3 per store, just to like help out with like the weekdays, weekends, and we do a lot of workshops and events, rather that be in store or at a different location. And yeah, it's just been like super freaking stressful. I even did an interview today, and literally every question that I asked this girl, she was saying like I would ask her a question in Bible, she'd be like I don't know. So I would wait for her to like think of something, and she wouldn't even like say anything. So I'm like, oh, bet. Okay, well, next question. I don't know. So I'm just like, well, why are you here? If you don't know the answer to like any question, why would I even hire you? Why are you wasting my time? Mind you, I scheduled an interview with her like maybe 3 days ago, but I had to cancel because I had an employee cancel, and quit, and I didn't have like staff. So I told her that I was like super busy, so like if you want to come in today. Or no, actually, she reached out to me like, hey, I'm following up because you rescheduled, but I told her to let me know when she's free, because it'd just be easier. And then she told me just to let her know when I was free, and I never got back to her because I'm just honestly never free. And then she finally reached out to me this morning and says like, well, if you can come in at 12 o'clock, we can do an interview then. So she was obviously eager for the interview, so I'm just like, if you knew that you were coming for an interview and that I was busy, why would you not come prepared? And why would you not just like make up answers to the questions? Like they weren't anything hard. And some of the, I guess I can say this because she doesn't know who I am. I didn't say that I was the owner or anything, but like, so I asked her like, yes, like what's a plant that you can have in like a room with like no light at all, like super low light? She's like, oh, a cacti. That that's like the farthest from the truth, but okay, sure. Maybe it works for you. Everyone's space is different, so I'm not judging. But I was just like, yeah, that's definitely not like what we say on my website. And she said that she like been to the website and everything, so I don't know. It was just really weird, and I feel like I kind of like wasted my time. And I need to set up more interviews, but I haven't. But yeah, my 2 stores take up a lot of my time. I don't have a dating life. I've been single for a while now. I definitely like want to date someone, but I just feel like a lot of people are intimidated by me. They say you're not aggressive. You just have a strong personality and you know what you want. And that makes me feel like knowing what I want is not what people want. So I'm like, I don't know, like maybe I'm gonna start lying and saying that, oh, I don't know what I wanna do, and like, oh, I work in fast food, because obviously what I do is intimidating. Like, I don't know. It's very strange to me, but I'm just over here making money, being fat, living life, I guess. But yeah, so that's what I do, and it takes up a lot of time. I've been doing it for, so I opened up, oh yeah, so the metaphysical store is called Eden Birkin. I opened up Eden Birkin July of 2020. I opened up Yellow Apple August of 2019. Yeah, 2019. So the current location of Yellow Apple actually opened up in January of 2020. So literally we opened up like a week before Ohio was closed down. So we opened up like right when the pandemic hit. But it was kind of a good thing because it really pushed me to figure out how to like market myself rather than it being like word of mouth or like foot traffic. So that, like, I appreciate that so much. I know the whole pandemic was a terrible thing and we lost a lot of amazing people, and like a lot of people got sick, and it just kind of like really hurt people financially. So I definitely respect that aspect of it, but at the same time I think it did a lot of good for people in terms of like figuring out how to do self-care, mental awareness, spending more time at home with your family. It definitely helped boom the plant industry, the metaphysical industry. Like, it just did really good. So for me, I definitely benefited from it. I was sick in the very beginning before we even knew that it was what it was. I was sick for literally a month. Like, it was terrible, and regretfully I didn't know what it was, so I was still going to work every day. Thankfully none of my employees got sick from it, and from what I know, none of my like customers or patrons got sick from it either. It was before we were like recommended to wearing masks and everything, but I was definitely using hand sanitizer and washing my hands just because I just like, I don't know what this is or where it came from, so let me take precautions as much as I can. But yeah, so opened up Yellow Apple in 2019. That's the plant store. 2019 of August was the first store opening, and then Eden Birkin opened up July of Yellow Apple 2019 August, Eden Birkin 2020 July. So almost like a year after the other one opened up, and it's been great. Like, I'm super thankful, super blessed. I work very hard. People love like my vision. I feel like I'm doing a really good job at like being consistent too. There are times where I'm just like, okay, let me take a break. I don't feel like getting product in, or I don't feel like getting plants in. People always have something to say too, rather it be negative or positive, and I'm learning to get thicker skin. I've owned my own business since I was 19, opened up my first brick and mortar when I was 22. It was a clothing store, had that for about 6 years, I believe. And it was only men's clothing, men's product, and I love that, but I got kind of burnt out and just kind of psyched myself out. The industry was just changing, and I was just like, so, I always have been doing everything by myself, so it gets scary at times. It gets intimidating, and I don't know like what I'm doing half the time. Like, I didn't go to school for this. I literally just kind of like taught myself, and that's honestly what I did, just taught myself and did it. And I made it this far. Now I think I just turned 33 on April 2nd. I was born in '88, so I'm pretty sure I'm 33, but I tell everybody I'm 23 or 24, even though it's obviously not a real thing, but that's just kind of what I say. So yeah, I feel like I've done pretty good for myself. I have this beautiful apartment. It's not always been this way. It was definitely hustle, grind, blood, sweat, tears. There were times where I was like ready to give up, but I knew I couldn't give up because it's like, what am I gonna do? Like, this is all I know and all I want to do. And I'm very stubborn, but I don't want to say I made it, but I mean, I'm here, I'm thriving. There's still days where I'm like, what am I doing? And I just think if I had a really good team, I would be a little more comfortable, and I think we could go further. But it's just, I don't know, right now with everything going on, like I like my friends and family, like everyone's just kind of like doing so much and changing positions. I hear of so many people taking advantage of like the unemployment system. And I even had a girl who worked for me who literally worked, I kid you not, maybe 8 hours a week, and she filed for unemployment and they approved it. Mind you, I'm only giving her like $1.25 a week, but I'm like, why would you ever approve that? Like, I know, I'm sure anything helps, but like there's no way that's gonna help anyone. I paid her weekly, I didn't pay anyone like bi-weekly or monthly. Like that $1.25 like isn't gonna do anything Bible. Like it won't buy you socks. It won't even buy you cereal. It won't even buy you milk. Like you could probably get a bottle of water. Maybe, actually I guess you could go to the Dollar Tree and get some things, but it's like, that wasn't her lifestyle. So it's like, I know she's not gonna do that. And she tried to threaten me, like, cause I was like, you're like, this is fraud, like I'm gonna report you. And she tried to like threaten me and try reporting her. They, every month, actually this month I have not gotten one for her. So I think it finally went through. But I even like had to call a few times, email them, mail in stuff. I'm like, bro, like why am I, it's not even the money, it's just the principle. Like $1.25 isn't gonna hurt me obviously, but I'm just like, why are you letting this go through as a claim of unemployment? Like that's kind of crappy. And so yeah, I had to deal with that, which is very stressful. So yeah, so if I'm not working, I'm kind of at home just chilling, trying to do YouTube, watching YouTube, watching TV, kind of like talked to like 2 people, but I haven't really hung out with them in a while. And yeah, wouldn't say we were like dating, just like talking, getting to know one another. But I'm super stubborn, I'm super weird. Like people always tell me I give off like different vibes, and I just don't ever know anyone's intentions. And like my two like are, yeah, my last 2 relationships were just, well, the last one was very toxic. The one before that was just a little toxic in a sense of like the person that I was with not having any goals, not being driven, not wanting to do anything, and me just working so hard and being an entrepreneur. It was just really weird for me. And they just, I feel like they were just never happy with me. And that was my last relationship too. And believe it or not, story time, I'll have to do this next time, but I've walked in on 2 of my exes with someone else. So I'm a little triggered, and like I have like my issues, but I'm definitely like willing to get to know someone. But I definitely have like certain things that I want in someone, and I definitely have things that I look for, and I just want to be inspired, honestly. Like I want someone who has like, who's goal oriented, who wants to do stuff, who, like, I'm not really like, I love my family and like they do trips and stuff, and I don't ever like go on trips, so I can't say that I'm like a family person per se. But like I love family. Like I definitely want someone who loves their family, who has like better family values than I do. That way I'm inspired. Like my whole thing with anything that I do is I want to be inspired. Like if you're my friend because you make me laugh, you make me happy, you make me want to do more, you make me want to be a better person, you make me want to save money, you make me want to lose weight. Like if I hang out with you and I want you in my life, it's for a reason. Not to say that I'm using someone, but it's just like I'm not gonna have you in my life if there isn't like any type of like purpose or any type of, I don't know, I can't think of the right word, but and I hope that people have me in their life for a reason too. Like I love to inspire people, and I love for people to basically be around me and like want to do more, want to be a better person, or want to, you know, just have fun, or just kind of like let loose. Like I feel like I'm very laid back, and I kind of just go with the flow, and I'm a very free spirit. But I'm very, I'm a law-abiding citizen. Like people hate that about me. Like I follow the rules, I follow the laws. I just don't want to get in trouble ever. And I just don't want to be in a situation where like I feel trapped, or I feel like, oh shit, excuse my language, like, oh shit, I messed up really bad, and now I have to basically face the consequences. Like I just don't want to ever be in a situation. Like I've never had a ticket, never been pulled over. Well, I've been pulled over for like dumb things, but honestly, like racial profiling is what I've been pulled over for, which really sucks. But unfortunately, it's the life that I live. Been dealing with this since I was a kid though, so it's nothing new to me. I know it's getting a lot of like publicity now, and like unfortunately like they're like literally like murdering people left and right. It's super sad. I'm glad that hasn't happened to me or anyone that I know personally, but it's crazy. Hopefully they have to basically, I don't know, like hopefully we get justice for all of this stuff. But that's another topic for another day. But yeah, so that's kind of like my little love life, a little bit about my stores. My brother's girlfriend, like they've been together for like 13 years, I want to say, maybe 12. They already have 2 kids, but they just had another kid like last week, and I haven't been able to see him yet, and I'm sick anyway, so I wouldn't even want to go over there just in case. So that happened recently, and I'm like literally obsessed with, well, I'm obsessed with his kids. Like I love all my nephews for the most part. Actually I love them all, but some of them could just be a little annoying. But what are you gonna do? I love my siblings, so I gotta love their kids too, I guess, or so they say. I'll buy kids eventually, but right now I don't think I'm financially ready. Don't have a house. I am working on getting a house. Well, by working I mean manifesting getting a house. I definitely want to buy a house here in Ohio, and I want to buy a house in California. That's like a really big goal of mine, and I want to get a car, like a new car. So obviously, not obviously, but I have 2 cars now. I think I just want to get 1 car and just kind of deal with that. And I have 2 cars because I do deliver plants locally for my store by myself. So one of the cars are for delivering plants, and the other one is for like leisure and just kind of like traveling, like, you know, saving on gas a little bit. But I'm hoping to possibly buy like some type of like van or something to deliver plants. Nothing like sketchy, obviously, but and to get like a delivery person. I did try using like Postmates in the past, but they literally take 30% of the sale. So like if I'm selling a plant for $10 and I'm giving away 30%, like I'm not even making that much, and then the driver gets the tip, which they should get the tip. So I'm like, it's not really worth it because I'm technically losing money. I guess I could think of it as like advertisement for being on the app, but at the same time, like that's crazy. Like I'm not food, and I'm not buying things and like making it like in huge batches, so it just isn't practical for like retailers, if you ask me. I haven't tried like Instacart yet. I don't even think that I can do that just yet. But yeah, I don't really know how this looks, and I feel like I'm just lounging, and the camera probably keeps shaking because I have it on my couch. But yeah, this is going to be the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching. I'm definitely going to be a little more consistent. I'm going to try and figure out how to do a what is the word? I can't think of that word. I'm not a real YouTuber, obviously, but like, you know, when you see the videos and like they have like before you click the video, it has like the photo, and then it has like words and stuff like that to like entice you to click it. I'm gonna try and figure out how to do that tonight. And I have to clean up my apartment because it's a mess. It's actually really hot in here. As you can see, the sun, there's like these windows, and the sun, it literally just comes right in, so my house bakes. But I have a lot of plants, so I don't mind it. But right now, with me like not being able to breathe, it's just a little too warm for me. So I'm probably gonna turn in the air and strip down to my underwear and figure out how to, I still can't think of the word, to make a little thing for YouTube, clean my apartment, clean my bathroom especially, water the rest of my plants. I watered some this morning, but I didn't get to finish. I need to fold laundry that I took out of the dryer, and that's pretty much it. But again, thank you for watching. I created a Twitter, I have a TikTok, I have an Instagram. I will link those all below in the description, and be sure to like, and if you want to comment, feel free to comment, and if you want to share, feel free to share. But thank you so much for watching, and until next time. And by the way, sorry for my voice, sorry for the long video, sorry if the lighting's been off, and sorry for the delay, but I'm gonna be consistent, I promise you. Sorry for the monotone voice, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and until next time guys, be good.